A 50-year-old couple, Colleen and Chris Okarsak, were delighted when they finally bought their dream house in Woodland Hills, California. It was a simple design, peaceful and a perfect place to spend their golden years. But what they soon discovered was there was more to this house than what they had bargained for. In their backyard, there was a big hole in the ground. And when they went down the hole, as they descended the ladder, they discovered a secret that dated back to the 1960s. At the end of World War II, the Soviet Union and the United States were vying for control of Europe. Despite the remaining Allies' best efforts, the Soviets were gaining power and developing their own nuclear weapons, much like the ones the US had used to decimate Nagasaki and Hiroshima and win the war. The mere presence of these weapons of mass destruction started a war of posturing and propaganda that lasted throughout most of the 20th century. During that time, many countries started building fallout shelters, or underground bunkers, for high-ranking government officials. In the event of a nuclear attack, the president, his family, and his cabinet, along with many senior Army and Navy officers, would be ushered into these bunkers to keep them safe. In time, many American civilians got the same idea and built their own shelters. The Okarsak's new bunker contained water, canned food, clothing, and medicine, as well as paper products and books. There was enough room in the shelter for a family of 4. What was even more remarkable was that all the items were still wrapped in their, mostly untouched, vintage packaging. With their new warehouse of vintage supplies, the happy couple decided they wanted to learn a bit more about who built the bunker. Some research told them that the house's previous owner, Alvin Kaufman, had built the shelter in 1961. Alvin Kaufman was a nuclear engineer, working for the US government. He knew firsthand the dangers that a nuclear attack would have posed, and the ramifications of surviving such an attack. He decided early on that he wanted to protect his family from the ever-looming threat of nuclear war and resolved to spend all of his extra time, money, and effort into building a safe refuge for them. Thankfully, nuclear war never came, and the Kaufmans never had a reason to use Alvin's bomb shelter. In the meantime, the Okarsaks are more than happy to have inherited this rare, vintage gem, and all of the amazing items contained within.